You're equipped, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm just low on... I guess I have 2 things of first aid and heal net. I guess I'm not at all low. Well then, do I want to use up my very lackluster sniper ammo? I guess I got 19. I've been using this rifle just too much. But I bet what I'm thinking is going to happen is I get like 1 shot. There's that guy. That's a sword. It's a sickle. I'm wondering if I think I should snipe this. I bet the steadiness of this is determined by your scope. Line up, please. Oh, this is gonna be glorious. Yes. Worth. I don't know, is that 4 shots? You can die. I always wonder though, it's like, again, to watch someone who's like legitimately good at this game to play that, I'm sure it's just like, oh well, you know that grenade I've been saving? Just chuck it right there perfectly and don't waste any ammo, unlike me. And I say I like having like sniper shots the whole time. There you go. You know, like not using it up, but I wonder if I wouldn't be more effective, like, especially if you knew this game and you knew when you could like actually use it. If you actually used up your ammo as much as possible in a weird way, I bet that's more efficient because then you have more space and you don't have to actually give up on anything. Come on. It's a green gem. It's gonna bug me. And I know I've heard that like there's some achievement tied to the bugs in the sewer of Resident Evil 4, which that's tied to a combined item then, and God, I'm really gonna hate it if that's not the case. I heard that achievement's supposedly really bad because it's something like, check. Okay, obviously that it's something like that. Like what they're going to be is determined by a random roll at the beginning of the game, so you have to play the entire game up to that point just to notice you didn't get the right number. And it's like super bad or something like that. It's something like that. I think maybe the whole point of this was supposed to go for like a chess theme in this castle, like king, queen there, and then like the horses with the lava were supposed to be, you know, knights. And then obviously the knights were supposed to be knights. No, I said knight twice. Maybe not. I would say it's going for medieval theme, but it's also just a castle, so of course it is. Why is there a snake in there? I like how they wait the exact length of time for me to try... Oh, God, snakes make me kill Ashley. The exact length of time to, like, pull the knife out again after you had dropped it. Egg? Yes. That egg is massive. Oh. Is there anything gained from this view? I assume you probably couldn't see this far in the original or something, and that's why it's dumb. I feel like it would have been great if they had, you know, like maybe I could see a boss coming up or something. I mentioned this before, but in a lot of horror games, I kind of ruin them for myself because I try a little bit too hard. Like I'll be like, oh, I'm not gonna use any ammo. I'm going to be super like, I'm gonna address that in a second. I'll be super like lenient. Not lenient, the opposite, strict on when I do certain things, or just like I'll really look around and try to find anything. Anyway, that's a thing. That's a thing that I can shoot too. Do I want to shoot it? I want to shoot it. I don't know if it's like the fact that it doesn't react is scarier or not scary. God, I can just hear it in the left side of my headphones. So can I go all the way around? No, I cannot. Of course, I gotta go under. Okay. Can I shoot that? Maybe? Maybe I need to go over here? Nope. Like, what even is that? Like, what? Everything else has made sense. No, parasite, plague thing. Okay, it's getting transformed. I don't know. What is that? I'll do it. Is it a hornet? Oh, it's those bugs again. It's their hive. That makes sense. That, I'll give it that. Oh, that makes sense. I can see that now.
Great. More of them.
Oh, I'm just flailing around now. That did a lot of damage. Okay. I swear that egg... Yeah, I'll go that. Eggs, I thought did way more. Okay. Alright, luckily those grabs don't seem to hurt too bad. I think I'm just gonna barricade myself right here. Come at me, huh? Forgot about reloading. There we go. There we go. That was intense. Green eye. Still give me those. So I feel like I supposed to put maybe more of those in the cup? What are you doing? So are they just hiding now? I should use up some of my... Yeah, I need 23 of my TP shots up. I hope that was just like hiding, it wasn't like healing. So based off that, I bet I do need to go around. And maybe I could have actually... I feel like if there was a bug underneath there, like they showed in the cutscene, I would have seen it. Yeah, there's that one though. I guess I don't get your treasure. I hear extra sounds besides this thing. I guess go trigger the next one. I should be fine for another attack, but... It's like if I want to heal, I want to use that first aid. Yeah. But I think there's probably at least one more bug. Somewhere. I wish I could say exactly what kind of bug they're supposed to be. Like, I think they're supposed to be like a wasp or something, maybe. And I don't think they're necessarily modeled after anything too particular. Is there one underneath that I can see now? Nope, nope. See, now I'm all paranoid. Yes, turn the lever. So, is there a reason to require this? Is it gonna, like, start a new fight? Or, like, can you just not progress through the game if you, like, used up all your ammo for some reason? This is the kind of game that would do that, right? Game's like, you fear that bad. Sorry, you just lose. But I guess, yeah. Oh, well, maybe not necessarily use it all up. Like, let's say you just, like, you mess up and you accidentally sold all your ammo to the merchant and then you just used it up in that fight. I guess you could probably go back to the merchant and maybe they have some kind of thing where, at least if you do run out of ammo, you can buy more there. Speak of the devil. If you have literally none. Or maybe he, like, if there's literally, if you have no ammo and no money, he'll just give it to you. Like, here's 2 shots. Because, like, no one would do that, like, realistically, right? Oh, yes.
Not enough cash, stranger.
Did I pick up anything?
What are you selling?
I'm just tempted... Oh, you can have a flash.
Is that all?
I'm tempted to get rid of my TMP. Like, it would free up a lot of space.
Is that all?
It would sell pretty well.
Is that all, stranger? Is that all? Thank you. Is that all?
Yeah.
Is that all?
I mentioned this before, but I just want to say this again. What I think I'm going to do is when I go through this with, like, on the higher difficulty and with, like, a guide and stuff to actually get all these, like, loose errands, I think I'm actually going to stream that on Twitch just because, like, at that point I'll know it, whereas I want to capture my actual reactions now. Because, like, there are certain things where I will jump at the dumb stuff. Like, I'm not a really big, like, guy who just, like, reacts, but I do like getting those because sometimes they do, like, get me. Like, there was one in, like, Evil Within. I don't even know what it was. It was just, like... That got me. And the best jump scares, in my opinion, are not the ones that make you, like, say anything. It's the one where it's, like, you react. Like, you don't even react. You realize it happens. You have, like, a heart attack. And then you're like, that was a thing. So this has got to be a reaction, right? That's Lord Sadler. No, okay, it's just a normal guy. Yeah. I thought for a minute... That's exactly what they're going for. It was like, that was the boss of the game. And if you shot him, maybe you would get like a some kind of a joke answer essentially, where it's like, "Ha, look, I had a duplicate, and you're so dumb, wasting bullets," or I don't know. I got the impression that that might be what that's getting at, because this I would not put it past this game to try little things like that. I hear something. Is he... I don't think it's that guy, but he sounds so close. It's like there. It's like I feel like the difficulty of sniping that guy. Ooh, that may have been bad. Okay. The difficulty of sniping these guys is not even aiming it, it's just knowing when I'm going to hit. So I think he's going to come down the left side. I think. There he goes. That's a good angle. Still, I'm convinced that this lurches up before the bullet comes out, because I feel like there's a lot of times. Like there, it looks like I'm hitting him. And I'm sorry if that doesn't come across on where you're viewing. There's this very thin, tiny laser, which I would think in the original must have been beefier, because you would never see that on like a 480p screen.
I wonder if you can see me, Mr. Kennedy.
If you even scratch her, I'll break your bones.
First, we shall see if you can make it this far. I'll be waiting.
Why can't I just have these all the time? I would use them.
Shit.
Like, it does bug me that he just situationally has binoculars. Can I break this? That would make sense. Okay. For some reason, I thought right when I came up there, they were holding a jump rope. Wouldn't make any sense, but I don't know why. I just was like, are they holding a jump rope between them? Nice. So I can't break those boxes. Is there anything else I should snipe while I'm here? Are those active or are those the original catapults? Like, either way, they're not facing to me. I love game, like, for all I know, like, maybe I can snipe them, but you wouldn't think to, because they're not a threat, they're facing the other way. But then maybe at the end of the level, you go the other way, and then they, like, attack you if you didn't snipe them. Those are always cool little details I like. Not a lot of games do that. Like, that's one thing, I don't know how to describe the kind of game Resident Evil is, but it's just something about it that's, like, everything just feels really, not quite believable, but, like, purposeful. Like, there's a reason you can see something. Like, Dark Souls is the same way, and I'll talk about that a lot. Where it's like, there's a reason that window's there, because you can sneak through and you can see a trap or something. Or any enemy ambush you can actually see at some point before you walk blindly into it. That's their way of making them fair. So, I don't know how, I don't know what. There's definitely, like, a kind of game. Maybe you could say quality. But, I don't know how to describe it. I really don't. There's a great book called Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance that I always loved, because it's kind of hard to describe what exactly it's about. It's about a lot of stuff, but good read. Recommend it. One of the things I want to talk about is just like, what is quality? Because it's like, you know it when you see it. Like, that is quality, and it's a thing you can track. Like, you can quantify it in different ways. Like, obviously, if you're, I don't know, writing a paper for school, your grading is what the quality is. Or in terms of, like, I don't know, precious metals, like, there's a quality to it. But what actually is that? Like, can you create it? Is it... I don't know. It's just it's an interesting idea, because it's like something like, everyone knows what it is. No one knows what it actually is, I guess. There must be a way to raise this metal lattice. So I gotta flip to those gears. But like, what I mean is, like, everyone knows, oh yeah, that's quality. But if you're like an artist or something, I'm sure, like, actually nailing down, like, yeah, that's quality, but what exactly is it? Like, what do I actually need to do to make it? Like, that's hard. So I thought it would be here. Is this it? No. I must be missing a lever, right? That goes up here. I bet it's up there. Otherwise, they wouldn't have given me a ladder back up. Considering I never use ladders to go down. Or maybe the ladder... Maybe there's a switch outside. But I feel like I would see... Oh, there's a ladder up. That's promising. Is this a clock tower? Because I feel like that'd be the only reason to have that many gears. Because you're trying to have like a very small timing gear moving up to like a giant gear. So maybe I need to shoot something. There's something like wedged in. That would make sense, considering they're giving me bullets. Yeah, see? Sorry if I point at my screen. Like, that's just... that's habit. I know, obviously, you guys... You can't even see my hand most of the time. I need to, like, do, like, this gesture. Is that a gold bar? No, it's just wood. That's like, of all the things to, like, jam in, it's like, oh, all I have is this gold bar I was carrying around. I had no other use for, so I guess I'll just jam it into this... I'm going to call it a clock tower, because I think it's a clock tower. Ritual preparation. And with a bunch of bugs. Thanks to the efforts of the Novistadors, we have been able to recapture Ashley. Novistadors. I think it's Novistadors, so... I think it's Novistadors, because it's going to be like conquistadors, right? We shall prepare for the sacred ritual as quickly as possible and make Ashley an official member of Los Illuminados. While we prepare for the ritual, those of you who feel inclined can tend to our American friend. We should be able to hold off our friend for at least a little while jamming the gears in the clock tower with something. I think if we jam the gears in 3 places, it should give us enough time to prepare everything for the ritual. Now go and entertain our American tourist. I thought they were going to pull something like, and then if we also leave him a really long note that he's definitely going to stand around and read, like an idiot, then like, oh, we definitely got this. Just grab it. So there's 3. So there's 1. Oh, yeah, perfect. Can I... Leon, come on. Come on, Leon. This is why I feel like a VR game, like, I would love to get VR eventually, but like this would be perfect. Like, just like lean over and shoot. Like, that sense of immersion would be really nice. So now I get to climb all the way back down the clock tower, 3 sets of ladders, shoot it, and then climb back up, unless I can just barely hit it through there. Oh, I'll climb down anyway. There's a box there. I guess I didn't really explore the levels. Can I hit it from here? Right there? It's right there, isn't it? Or is that another box? I've kind of lost track of it. I'll get that box first. Oh, that was the torch. Maybe that's what I was seeing. There it is. Okay, there's that. Again, I wish those notes were explained. Also, I'm gonna say that there's like... I keep talking about this because it really gets me, is certain sounds in this game aren't like... I guess you'd say like left-right split. They really just like come from your... like right next to me. I guess you could say wherever the Leon's head is. If that's, I assume, where my actual sound originates, I receive it, whatever you want to call it. But it makes footsteps really hard, because sometimes I hear them, like, not beneath me, or it's like left, right, but like just behind me, and that really throws me for a loop. It is a clock tower. I gotta fight enemies. I feel like I'm gonna have to fight enemies on the way back down. There we go. They sound close. I was just thinking, like, at least they don't have guns. Then I was like, oh right, they do have crossbows as soon as they fired at me. You can just live, dude. I think that's all I need? No, I need to go down another floor, don't I? Because I need to unlock that door. And they can follow me outside doors. It doesn't come up a lot. Right? Damn it. I was really hoping if you could just shoot the weapons out of these guys' hands in one hit, that's probably like a really great strategy. So, can't imagine it's a very easy thing to shoot in, that mask. There we go. That guy just looked like he was like checking his watch. Oh, that was about to be a dick move. I thought they threw a grenade right on you and then shot you with an arrow so you staggered. Is there anything down here? Yeah, I got it already. And there's no point really to loot those guys, right? Do I have a grenade? Yes. Oh, perfect. Yes, and even went behind him. Alright. This might be my bad. I don't think these guys spawn in. I think these guys are just coming from the tower. Thank you, sir. Oh, there's a typewriter here. Wow, he dropped magnum ammo. That's unprecedented. So I guess use the TMP here. I don't want to get like straight on, even though that'd be amazing, because there's someone still throwing those dynamites. I think it's just dynamite. I don't know what you call it. Charges. They got the stereotypical like dynamite, like wick and fuse. I'll actually turn this down. It gets weirdly hard to like talk when you just have a bunch of people essentially talking in your ear the entire time. Oh, dot ninja. Oh, that you're a problem. You're a very big problem. I need to run away. Please die quickly. There we go. Okay, there we go. So, can I save? Because the game hasn't been very clear about, like, yeah. For the most part, it's never said, like, oh, you can't save, there's enemies around, but there's never been a time where enemies have actually been around the typewriter, I think. Or you could be in a capacitor where you can get far enough away to save. So maybe I'm just... So you're gonna transform into something horrible, right? If not... Press here. No, this. I have one shot of the thing, so... That's probably perfect. Is he meant to be like a boss, or... I'm wondering if it... Oh, I need to read those. I'm wondering, like, if because I killed him in one hit... His body's not going away, though. Go away. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's very boss-ish. Go. Like, everyone else dissolves immediately, but I can't target him. I don't know.